Hello guys, so this is my third video, super excited for it. Totally a New Year's look, has the dark shades, smokiness, glitter, all that fun stuff that just screams New Year's to me. It was really interesting trying to put this together because at first it looks really crazy and then it's only towards the end that it starts looking like it all comes together. So as you're watching it, don't get scared because it looks kind of weird. And I know I will mention this like 3 or 4 times or maybe more throughout the video. I did show 2 lip options towards the end. Neutral shade, bright red, like I'm wearing right now. It was a lot of fun making this. I loved the turnout. And you want to see how you get this look here on my face. Basically, I'm going to start out with my eyes first since I'm going to be using a lot of dark eyeshadows. I don't want anything to like transfer over to my foundation or anything like that. So I will be starting out with the eyes. I'm going to start out with priming them with the M.A.C Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm in the shade NW20. I'm using this one. Don't mind my nails because they're looking terrible, you know, but it's okay. Work with it. So I'm going to be using the M.A.C Pro Longwear Concealer and I'm going to use that to prime my eyelid. So I do start out with my brows already done using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer and Brow Pomade in shade dark brown for both of them. Then I use the M.A.C Concealer to cover up my eyelids all the way up to the brow bone and in the inner corner to cancel out any darkness or redness in the area. The Poppin Party e.l.f. Smudge Pot looks like this. Had this for a while and never really knew how to use it. However, I was at Sephora yesterday and I had an idea for New Year's and this is what I came up with, so that will be the story. So basically what I'm going to do for now is just use my ring finger and I'm just gonna dip it in here, kind of like that. And I use the Smudge Pot to cover almost the entire eyelid all the way up to just below the crease on both inner and outer corners as well. I'm going to use a Eco Tools, doesn't have a name, but it has like a blending side and then a smudging side. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the smudging side to go ahead and start smudging the crease area and like start blending it out. And as my saying goes, doesn't have to be too precise because we are covering it with eyeshadow. Just make sure to really blend out the Smudge Pot all over the lid. Okay, this does not have a brand name, but it's called the Shade and Blend. I got this at Walmart. It was really cheap. I think it was like $2 or $3. So I'm gonna go in with that same shade called Tempted, and I'm gonna use this brush to definitely blend out more of that transition shade. If you see like the lighting kind of change throughout the video, I am using natural lighting. Like I'm sitting right in front of a window, so that might be the cause of the changes. Alright, so to start pulling it all, like the crease area together, I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Instinct, which is this one right here. So I'm going to stop with the crease for now, and I'm going to go ahead and finish off the lid area. So I'm going to go in with the Sephora Colourful Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Midnight Madness. It's number 248. I saw it in Sephora yesterday and I'm like, I gotta have it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm using my ring finger and I'm going to just dip it in, really pack on the color there. And to apply the color, I just dab it or tap it on the lid, all over the lid, all the way below the crease. And using the same shade and blend brush from earlier, just go ahead and use that, blend out any harsh edges from the dark eyeshadow. I'm going back to the same Urban Decay Naked, what is it? Naked Ultimate Basics palette. Alright, I'll be using the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush that I got at Walmart for $1, and this line is fantastic. I'm going to go in with the color Lethal. Let me see. Yeah, it's going to be that one right there, the one at the very end. It's a dark plum sort of color. I'm going to be using that for the crease and the outer corner. So for this color, you're just going to pack on most of the color on the outer V of the eye, and then slowly, as there's less product on the brush, bring it into the crease and blend it inward. I'm going to use like a clean brush to go ahead and blend this out a little bit. To start like softening up the look a little bit, I'm going to use the shade Faith from the same palette, the Ultimate Basics palette, and I'm going to apply that right over, like, kind of like right on top of where I applied that dark purple color. Okay, and then I'm just going to go with that same clean blending brush, do the same, just brush it over what we just did. Lightly, doesn't have to be with too much pressure, and obviously no color. So then I'm going to wipe away any excess fallout that we had. So my face is all moisturized already. What I'm going to go and do is apply the Benefit Professional. I got this as a sample in my Ipsy Glam bag. So then I used the Benefit Professional to smooth out any pores, any lines, or any dry spots all over my face. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in the shade 203. Let's see, I just got this and I've been using it for the past 2 days. I'm still kind of trying to decide how I feel about it. So far it's okay. I just have to give it a few more tries and see how I really feel about it. I'm using the e.l.f. It doesn't have a name either. The e.l.f. buffing brush, that's what I think it's called. And I've been using this to blend out foundations. Works marvelously, by the way. Okay. Now I look like a ghost. So far, so good. So for concealer, I will be using my trusty Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I'm just gonna do 2 shades. I'm gonna be using the shade, or actually I won't be using 3, but for my under eyes first, I'm gonna be doing the shade Sand, number 20. And I'm definitely applying this more like towards the inner corner. Using the e.l.f. Pointed Foundation brush, it looks like this. And then I used the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Translucent Powder that I used earlier. And I used the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush to apply that under the eyes.
It's like I'm not even here, man.
You're talking.
Well, you can have my voice.
I'm gonna keep this in the video.
Do it.
That's my friend Caitlin. She's gonna be here. We're doing a video later. Get ready. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and use my NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in the shade Sunny, my trusty bronzer. I'm using this Essence of Beauty angled brush. I got this a really long time ago. It's just gonna happen. And I just buffed the bronzer all over my cheeks and all the way up to my forehead and on the sides of my nose to make sure that everything is tightened together. City Color Be Matte Blush Trio Set, got in my Ipsy Glam bag. So far, I'm liking it. I used the Eco Tools blush brush. How convenient. And I'll use this color right here. It was only like $5.
Okay.
It works, okay? Mega Glow highlighting powder from Wet n Wild. It was only $5, and I still haven't gotten my fan brush. So that's rather upsetting, but you know, gotta live living, keep living. And then I just use a small brush. Doesn't have a brand or a name. Don't remember where I got it, but I have it. So that's what I'll be using. She's staring at me. Keeping this all in the video, and it's gonna work out. Pro Longwear Waterproof Color Stick in the shade Sweet Viola. I'm gonna use that to line my waterline. There she is. She's gonna be making a cameo in today's video.
Lay them out, not on your ground, not on your floor.
Still making a cameo in there. And here I quickly just put some Essence Gel Waterproof Eyeliner in the shade Black on the outer corner of the lower lash line. And then using the same brush that we used earlier from Eco Tools, we're going to be using the smudge side to smudge out the black eyeliner. We're going to go back to using this baby right here. We're going to be using, since I already picked this up, the same brush we used earlier, the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush. Just wipe off any of the color that we used earlier, and we can use the Lethal color that we used for the there's my water bottle. Okay, the Lethal shade that we used earlier, and then we're gonna apply it and just use that color to start smudging and buffing out the black eyeliner as well as the purple eyeliner. So then I'm gonna use the color Faith from the same palette that we used and the one that we used earlier. And we'll use that color to start bringing down the colors on the lower lash line and really smoke it out and give it a blown out effect. Okay, and then for eyeliner, I'll be using the Ico London Liquid Liner in black. Also got this in my Ipsy Glam bag. Was it last month or the month before? Can't really remember. And using the eyeliner, I start out with a really thin line at the inner corner and then just progressively gets wider towards the end, eventually forming the wing. I'm going to attempt to go in with these eyelashes. They're the Vegas Nay Allure Grand Glamour lashes.
Is Nachi?
That's him.
That's okay.
They look kind of like this. They're very fluffy, very fluttery, and we'll see how they look on my eyes. These lashes were a very difficult task to put on, but I did it. I'm also not used to these kinds of lashes, so that's probably the problem. Usually I use like the Ardell ones with the clear band, and this is the first time ever I used the ones with the dark band, so they were a little bit more difficult to get used to, but I did it. I'm going to use M.A.C lipstick in the shade Spirit. It's a satin lipstick. It's kind of like a cool tone beigey color. And then we're going to go ahead and try for a red lipstick, see how that looks. And to line my lips before applying the red lipstick, I use the Essence lip liner in the shade Red Blush number 8. For red lipstick, to be extra dramatic, of course, I'm going to be using the M.A.C lipstick in Russian Red. It is a matte lipstick. I think that completes the look. Still feel like I'm going to fly away. This screams New Year's to me. Screams it. Anywho, if you really liked this video, please go ahead and subscribe, like, and share it. And yeah, hopefully you guys have a happy new year. Have fun, be safe, and may all your New Year's resolutions come true. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.